What's going on, everybody? Hello, happy Wednesday, happy hump day. Hope you're doing the humping and the day is not humping you. Welcome in to episode 116 of the Untitled series, better yet known as the Immaculate series. But how you doing, everybody? Big ups first and foremost. Hope you are too blessed to be stressed. Sorry that I was late. I'll say that. For some of you that are used to the show being a couple hours early, I think Wednesday is going to be a late day. But that is what it is. How's everybody doing? I'm doing fantastic. Can anyone guess? And if you do know, don't spoil it for anybody. But for anybody who don't know, can you guess who's on the back of this shirt that I bought? Can anybody tell me? We'll find out. But how you doing? Let me know in the chat. The poll today, the question of the day. What are your thoughts about the rumors and transfer window news in general? Look, there's a few things that I am going to bring up because they are talking points. But I just kind of want to gauge how y'all really feel about the transfer window. So go ahead and get your opinions heard. Right now, 48% says it's all fluff until they hold up the shirt. And yes, apparently something with Dier. Apparently. I'll hold my breath. But I mean, his contract is up very, very soon. So they could just be doing pre-contract negotiations for before he actually does sign with them once his contract runs up here. But we'll find out. Just like we will find out who gets the first place prize today. How's everybody doing? Let's see. Teabag, what a lovely name. Is he any good? I think in regards to Todibo. Oh, we like some Todibo. I'll be honest. I do like Todibo. Spurs GCTV, you get the first place members prize. How you doing? Says big up Jacob in chat. Sorry we'll miss a stream. Need to catch some sleep. But have a great show. Everyone smash the likes. You're sleeping and you're catching awards. How's that for passive dubs? Just dubs while you sleep. Love to see that. Ellie, big up Ellie. How you doing? Says, hey Jacob, good evening. We got 3 points behind those, we go 3 points behind those Woolwich trespassers this week. Come on, you Spurs. Hey, I hope they get the loss at Anfield, and then we get the 3 points, and then you'd be right, Ellie. Would love to see it. Big up Danza in the house. Says, hi Jacob. I wish Spurs would have a look at Victor Boniface from Leverkusen. He's been on fire this season. Admittedly, I have not watched much Leverkusen this season as compared to last season. And it's funny because now this season they're going undefeated, doing all these crazy things. But hey, that's fun. I need to tune back in. Rich, big up Rich. How you doing? Jazz Fusion says evening. Jacob, big up Jazz Fusion. Sahar's in the house. Says big up Jacob Todibo. Love some Todibo in the chat. Always get the Todidos in the chat. I really hope we sign this guy because how much I kind of have a fun time saying his name. I'm not going to lie. I will be honest. And if you hear my son out there yelling, that's because I could not get him down for a nap today. So, hey, any parents, y'all know them struggles. Jazz Fusion says, perhaps, oh, y'all having a conversation there. But big up Craig the Gecko Man says, big up Jacob and Chewy. I did get the Chewy. He is here. Chewy's here. I'll drink to that. Big up John Fitzpatrick. This is big up Jacob. Let's talk about this kid from France. What do you know about him? John, what I do know off the top that I will say I like immediately, he averages over 100 touches per match, at least this far in the season in the French league. Averaging over 100 touches per game while completing, I think it was somewhere around 80% of your passes. You gotta think he's doing something similar to what Cuti Romero's doing. You gotta imagine that this is a guy who's occupying those same areas, but could he also be a player who could fill in potentially, like say, in this instance, if we had a healthy Mickey Van de Ven and a Todibo at our expense, we could just move Mickey Van de Ven to that left wing back, let him run up and down and invert, and then have Todibo and Romero. I mean, I'm just saying we got to build a squad, not get rid of. I heard a lot of Spurs fans talking about what this means for Romero. I don't even worry about what this means for Romero. What I worry about this means is we're going to start building some depth and at a position in which we require so much. And look, Mickey Van de Veen's been a renovation, but he hasn't been available. So we also have to have contingency plans for when Mickey Van de Veen's hurt, when Romero's hurt, or if he gets a suspension or anything, which he's already had one. Who was his backup? Emerson Royale, which they did lock up Erling Haaland. So, hey, hold that, Erling. But you know what? It is what it is. Big up Napie. Big up Lisa says, good evening, Jacob and chat. Good evening, Lisa. Dry Roast Peanut says, best intro in the game. Big up Dry Roast Peanut. Love to hear that. Is that the cappuccino, aka it is the cappuccino kit? Hey, I like it. I cannot lie. It's tops. It's tops. I really like it. I'm not gonna lie. No, it's not Richie. Who do you think I am? It's not Richarlison. What are we doing here? Big up Rich says Dier, and then Dry Roast Peanut says Dier. Y'all actually guessing I put Dier on the back of this shirt. I may not have gotten it at the most expensive of prices because I am a frugal individual myself, but I would still not waste any amount of money putting Dier on a shirt, not even for a joke. I'm gonna be real honest with you. But I do like the kit. I cannot lie, the cappuccino kit. I told you I had to get the cappuccino kit. Big up Baloo. Baloo. This is big up Jacob. Is it Chicken Royale number 12? No, it is not Baloo, but good guess. No, I would not also do that. But honestly, I also like these little things. I didn't think I'd like them, these little like triangle things, but they're kind of cool. Kind of accent the shirt well. Make you look like you have bigger traps than you really do. So that's kind of nice. Let's see. Give him a Homa where the Buffalo Roma. And don't we love that, Jazz Fusion? Lisa says, you just like saying Todibo. You know, I do just like saying Todibo. You are right. I hope we can sign the guy. I like the Todibo. I like the passing, the touches, the areas in which he occupies. Not afraid to get forward a little bit. Hey, Todibo indeed. I bet you got Destiny on your shirt. No, I did not. Did not get Destiny. There's actually a strategic reason why I didn't get Destiny on the shirt, but we'll get into that later. Big up Spurs Psych says, hey, Jacob, I hope you're well. I'm super excited as I'm going to the game on Saturday. Big up Spurs Psych, going to the game on Saturday. Look, I did want to do a little bit of early predicciones about Everton, but I do got some things that we got to talk about in regards to Jean-Clair Todibo on his way to Tottenham. Eric Dier, Fenerbahçe, Fenerbahçe. I don't know how you say that name. And Dragusin. Well, Dragusin's off. And honestly, I don't want to spend too much time on Dragusin because I don't want to drag us into a conversation that has no... You see what I did there? I don't want to drag us into... Hey, look at that. Was that a Mo raid? I think I see Footy Judge Mo just raided us. Big up Footy Judge Mo every single time. Big up Staffy TV, you absolute fraud. What was I saying? I don't know what I was saying, but let me just go ahead and say big up to Mo every single time. Anyone coming over from Footy Judge Mo raid, big up yourself right now. Hope you're too blessed to be stressed. Whether you are hanging out for a long time or a short time, go ahead and hit that like, hit that subscribe. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But I would suggest that you do. If you want to support a channel, it's absolutely free to do both of those things. But if not, we move. Look, I see Mike Dawson in the chat saying fraud. Becky, what's up, Becky? What's up, Captain Sal? Ray, I see y'all coming over from Footy Judge Mo. Just a harmless potatoes here. Big up, just a harmless potato. Staffy spitting facts says Jacob greater than DOS. That's just true. You can't spell DOS without two A's, and you know what the two A's stand for? Ass. Double the ass because double the feature. Big up Phil B. Big up everybody coming on over. There's over 100 of y'all in the house, and we're 11 minutes into this thing. Big up every single one of you. Please do hit that like if you haven't already, or allow me to hopefully entertain you enough in order to earn that like. We'll see what happens. But hitting a like and subscribing is absolutely free. Mike does. Oh my God! Wow, you remembered your own joke. Wow. Now he's calling me out for my joke, but we move. Big up everybody in the chat. I will be saying hello at one point or another. At least I want to make sure I say hello to every single member in the house. But I do have news. But hey, it ain't gonna be the kind that makes that's on the headline of the title anyway. But look, some people are gonna say, why would you celebrate such a thing? But Heung-min Son, the 2023 LFA goal of the season winner. There you go. The London Football Awards. I don't know. I think I might have went under the radar a little bit. But big up Son every single time. We stay winning awards. Personal, individual trophies soon come. But look, in regards to Todibo, says Tottenham have spoken to the players' side and to Nice. Tottenham want to be fast and not spend a month on a deal. That's according to Fabrizio Romano, which is interesting because anyone who's following the news going around yesterday, first and foremost, we heard from Ali Gold and his dude that he does the co-hosting with. I think his name is something Guest. Oh, look at that. Hit a like. There's a thumbs up and everything. They broke the news yesterday, and remember, I did speak about it on the show yesterday. But here's the thing. And then Fabrizio was like, in 24 hours, I will be releasing some new news about Tottenham Hotspur. So everyone's like, oh, great. We get Todibo news. We get new news from Fabrizio. And then really what Fabrizio Romano did was what we always expected him to do, which was tell us what kind of we already knew. Let me pull up the tweet, specifically his. Just so you can see from his own words. Oh yeah, who's this kid? That's a little foreshadowing. Don't worry about it. Let's see, where is the tweet? I don't even see it. There it is. From Fabrizio Romano. Says, understand now. Oh, let me make that big for you. Hang on 1 second. Understand Tottenham have now opened talks to sign Jean-Clair Todibo in January. He's high on Tottenham's list. Not an easy deal with OGC Nice. I guess that's not very nice dealing with them business-wise, says, but talks are now starting. Spurs spoke also to players camp in the recent days. Todibo remains also on Manchester United's list since June. Now, this is actually an interesting talking point because a lot of people who follow what's going on with Manchester United are saying that since there's apparently a Jim Ratcliffe takeover, that I think Ineos is in bed with OGC Nice, or however you say their name. Is it Nice or Nice? I'm not really sure. No, it's not It's not Madison. Lisa, I will say you were correct. The name that I got on this shirt, you are correct. It's got to be one of these two. It is definitely not in Domblay. Side dancer, you got it correct. Hey, check it. Hey, I did. I got the cootie. I had to get the cootie. You already know. Big up Drula. Evening, Jacob. Your shirts arrived. Look immaculate. Yeah, one of them did not look great. I got a Sun shirt on the away kit. It's actually back there. You can't really see it, can you? Hang on. Yeah, see? You see it up there? I got Sun on the away kit, and honestly, I did buy it from DHgate, and honestly, the badges are obscenely close together. They're very close together. Like, look at these badges, the Nike and the Tottenham badge. The other ones are like right here. They're literally like this far apart. It's absolute shambles. So I did file a complaint with DHgate. You know, unacceptable. But we move. But big up Drula. Good to see you in the house. Tony Bones says, yes, Jacob. Big up, bro. Good evening. Big up. No, it wasn't. Big up Mo again for the raid. Appreciate you, my friend. Min Chi's in the house. Big up Min Chi. Good to see you back in the chat. Queen Nadra says, who wins Carabao Cup, Chelsea or Liverpool? Right now I'm thinking Liverpool, but listening to some of the Liverpool fan reactions to them dismantling West Ham, I guess is the best way I could say it. They absolutely dismantled them. And what was it, 5-1, I think it was? I think Bowen got one. They were up 3-0 at one point, and I saw Bowen get one. I was like, oh, is this the comeback time? And it did not happen. But big up LFC for the double. Big up Ray, everyone in the house. Becky says, mod me, Yakub, the disrespect. Becky? What's up, Becky? You want a mod? Well, I don't know. I'm pretty far behind on the StreamYard. But if you're still here, Becky, send in a chat. I almost said send in a chuper chat. Don't do that. That's not, you don't have to pay to be a mod. That's not how that works. But big up. Look at Staffy TV. Always speaking some sense here. Where are we going at? Big up Chippy. Chippy's in the house. Nawaf says Staffy's greater than Jacob, greater than Doss. Well, you know, you said I'm better than Doss, so I'll take that. I am, bro. You can mod if you like. Hey, you're still here. So you know what? You said that 5 minutes ago. You still hanging out? Well, there you go. There you go, Becky. But that means you better hit a like and you better tell all your friends. And also share the video. Share the video with your mother, your brother, your cousin, your sister, your auntie, your uncle, and your niece, and your nephew, your neighbor, your postman. They all want to watch. I'm about to sneeze. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that, everybody. Mod me if Hooiberg is a spicy. No, it's rice is a spicy Hooiberg. That's what it is. It's more disrespectful that way, Becky. You already know. Big up Ken T. Good to see you back in the house, Ken T. Big up Jacob. The Turkish League is about Dyer's level. Can't believe he's been at the club this long. Hey, look, Davinson Sanchez is above Eric Dyer's level, and I think Davinson Sanchez is getting along well with Galatasaray. He did get the 2 assists, lest we forget, the other day. Sorry, the American Waffle group chat going off. That they're probably talking shit about me, but they're not. You know, someone said fraud, and that was probably about me. No, it was Staffy promoting his own shit. That's what it was. And also, mods, I will say this: don't time anyone out unless it's something like way too much. But if you frequent the channel, I think you kind of know the vibe I put out. You know, I like to talk my shit as well. I think someone got timed out the other day because they said, hold that, TJ. Mods, we got to do better. Got to do better as a modding community here. Because TJ can absolutely hold that every single time. Chelsea or Liverpool? I'm going to say Liverpool. I'm picking Liverpool to win the Carabao Cup out of the 2. I don't think their fans will care much in the grand scheme of things. Staffy, is it Sunday? No, today's Wednesday, but good try. Hit the like for Jacob's new kid. Come on, Beer Talk. Talk to him nicely. Stealing Todibo from United while Sir Jim owns the club is peak. Phil B, excuse me. I hope that we do. Give me Todibo. I like the looks of him, honestly. We looked at him yesterday on the show, and I don't want to bore everyone with his stats again, but just real quick, the one that I remember the most was, in fact, his average touches, but for 14 matches in the league, he averages over 101.6 touches a match. And his passing is 91%. 96% passing accuracy in his own half over the course of 14 matches, over 100 and something touches. I'm just saying, this man, okay, I'm going to go ahead and just share it with y'all because I will bore you with it. For those of you that weren't here yesterday, or not yesterday, the day before yesterday, I'm losing track of time. The holidays got me mad busy. So if you're mad busy from the holidays, hit a like. Don't forget to say happy holidays. And again, I hope you're too blessed to be stressed throughout the holidays. Take care of your family, your loved ones, and yourself. It is a time for love and merriment, not a time for buffoonery. I don't know why I said that, but happy holidays, everyone. I did want to say that. Whatever you celebrate, no matter what it is you celebrate it with love. That's what I say. Send Mike Doss the link. He's a fraud. If he's in the chat right now and he's still listening, tell me right now, Mike, I'll send you the link. You try and come in here, you want to talk about your absolute fraudulence. Todibo. Jazz Fusion, Toblerone. I'll eat a Toblerone. Talk to me now. If we sign this guy, okay, he's in the chat. This absolute fraud. Now I have to live up to my word. I was low-key hoping that he was going to be like, hey, no, I'm not in the chat, but there it is, you fraud, Mike. If you do want to join, there you go. Hey, I'll eat a Toblerone if we sign Toblerone. I'll take it. The United links to Ratcliffe. He'll go to United and we'll use it as a stick to beat Spurs again. Look, I think if he's looking at it and says, should I big up Mike. I know I talk a lot of shit, but big up Mike every single time. Look, if he's looking at the situation with United and he's looking at the situation with us, I would much think that you would say, hey, the hopes of us getting it right quicker right now is looking at Spurs. And I know a lot of people say, oh, United's a much bigger club, and I hear that. I understand that historically that they are. But as a player, do you want to play under Ange Postecoglou, or do you want to play under a bald fraud, first and foremost, an absolute bald fraud? Or do you want to play under Ange Postecoglou, mate? Do you want to never stop and always go forward? And, I think you would look at it and say, Ange looks like some fun to play for. Whereas, I don't even know if Mr. Ten Hag is going to be here much longer. That's even if they go for him in January. And I think that's what they're kind of waiting for. I don't see Sir Jim taking over the club before January. It's already about to be January. So he literally has the month of January to figure it out, or however long it takes us to figure it out in January. That's how long he's got, and I don't think it's very long. Big up Tot Spurs says, big up Jacob, hit that like button. Hey, appreciate everyone reminding everyone. Thank you so much. John Mikalev says, big up Jacob, always putting on a great show. Keep up the good work. Hey, big up John, appreciate you enjoying it. But look right there, that's Tobido's heat map. If that don't look like the areas in which Romero occupies, I don't know what to say, but it definitely does. I just think as a player, you would say, maybe I'm biased. Y'all help me in the chat. Y'all that aren't Spurs fans, tell me if you're looking at this and you're saying, do I want to go play for a manager who I don't know if they're going to be there much longer, but it is Manchester United? Or do I want to play for, it's Tottenham, but you get to play under a manager who's actually going to give you all the freedom in the world? So that's what I like to see, personally. But that's just me. He might feel different. The allure of United. Now, I think like the allure of Barcelona or Real Madrid may be a little bit different than the allure of a Manchester United at this current juncture. But hey, Chelsea was able to lure Caicedo, Lavia, etc., and they're not in the greatest of places right now. So for what it's worth, I guess maybe that doesn't matter. Who knows? Hey, Jazz Fusion. What I will say about Kieran Trippier is the streets are saying that he ain't been the same since Heung-min Son turned him left, right, center. He made a 12-pack of muffins on this man. He said, "Ooh, excuse me, let me take that, put it out the oven, set it on the counter," type of turns within the box. He had man looking like Højbjerg trying to cross it within the box. Honestly, absolute shambles. And I think since that moment, Son just wrecked him. And ever since that, wrecked her, I barely know her. And the rest is history. Chippy says, as much as I want Dier out, sending him to Turkey now is just offside. You seen what's going on there. With all the fighting, I think he'll fit right in, man. I think he'll fit right in. He'll just slaughter. The president's punching the refs. The managers are punching the refs. Everyone's fighting. He'll fit right in. He climbed the stands to do some fighting. And, hey, at the end of the day, he's going to be a free agent, so he can go wherever the hell he wants, as far as I'm concerned, as long as he's out of here. Let's see here. Staffy needs to figure out if he wants to be a Yankees fraud or a Dodgers fraud. I'm pretty sure he's a Yankees fraud. I've seen him wear a Yankees hat. Chippy says, Jacob, you're doing it again. You did it with Googlemo. Now you're doing it with Tobido. Get these juicy musical names right. Googlemo and Tobido. I don't know how else you want me to say it, Chippy. All right. I don't know how to say it. All right. I don't. How many likes we got on the video? We're almost 30 minutes in, 111 people across 3 platforms. So first of all, big up. Hope you're having a blessed holiday time. Holiday time? Is that how I should say that? I don't know. But big up Chippy. Look, I don't know how you're supposed to say these names right. I'm not Italian or French. But Tobido and Googlemo, I like them both personally. Let me see. I see 4 likes. Why does this thing not... It don't refresh any... Okay, 47 likes. That's not terrible. I mean, there's over 100 people, so Shirley, but don't call me Shirley, we could hit 100 likes. But we'll find out. This show will get more female viewers if both of you are on cam. Are you saying you like the way Mike Doss looks? That's creepy, bro. That's creepy, bro. Toad in the hole. Hey, big up Sedate. Sedate Afir says, big up Jacob. Like what your views when discussing Spurs football. Who says Americans don't understand football? Keep up the good work. Hey, big up Sedate. You know who does say that? Mike Doss. Mike Doss was hating on me, the absolute fraud. He says Jacob doesn't know any football. He says Jacob don't talk no ball. He just gets up there and spews bullshit. Which, to be fair, on American Waffle, that is where you'll find me the most shameless. So again, Monday evenings typically, but for the holidays it will be changing. But I think we're doing the day after or something like that. American Waffle post Christmas wrap up potentially. Maybe we'll keep it festive. I don't know. But look, today, big up. Appreciate that. Some people doubt. I like to have a good time. I don't like to talk X's and O's, whiteboard coach talk. That bores people. You know what I mean? There's Chewy. See, he's back. Thank you, Chewy. Oh, okay. Hey, what's up? What's up, Chewy? Now you're going to do that. Disgusting. Your hair just went into my drink. I literally see one of his hairs in my drink. The absolute fraud. Do you see that? That's love, Chewy. Anyway, sorry about that. Rumors are he wants to play for Ainge. Hey, my cousin told me she gave him a ride in an Uber. And he said, yeah, I want to play for Ainge. So shout out my cousin in the Uber. Todibo want to play for Ainge. You heard it here live and direct. Ken T says we should be looking hard at we should be looking hard at Tosin. He's been looking fire for Fulham since he's been back from injury. You know, there are some rumors that have gone silent, Ken T. You know, I was really high on Gift Orban for one, and then a lot of people are now saying, well, if we didn't want him at that time, then why would we want him now? And I guess I could see that because he hasn't necessarily been better than what he was statistically, at least for Ghent. But in regards to Tosin, we need depth. I'll take Tosin. I take Todibo. I'll take them all. Give me both of them. Why not? I don't think we'll get both this January, but I think we'll definitely, excuse me. Yo, I'm really glad I muted the mic for that. If y'all would have heard that, you probably would have unsubscribed from the show. I'm not going to lie. Hopefully that was muted anyway. Big up. Hopefully United can't afford him. Todibo does look decent, Drula. Look, again, I know it's small right now, but again, you're not looking at the numbers in the fight. But the guy is 6'2", 23 years old. All right. I know his heat map right here is suggesting he plays in these Romero-esque areas, but don't be fooled. I believe, where was it? In the Euros. You see this? That don't look like a center back heat map. And that was for France in the Euro qualifier. Conference League, a lot more central, some more on the left, a little bit less forward. I think that was last year anyway. Let's see. What is he? Well, he didn't play for La Liga for a while. And I did see some people referring to him as, is Todibo that Barcelona reject? You know what? I would say this. Last time we had a couple rejects come to the club, they've been pretty all right in the likes of Bentancur and a Mr. Kulusevski. LeBron James. There he is. Big up Master Weasel. Like the video, everyone. Come on now. Like the video. Yanis Rublis says, Pep on his way out. Ten Hag up shit creek and lost without a paddle. Ainge saying to Levy, talk to me nicely. I want all my Christmas presents. Hey, he said he's been a good boy this year, so go ahead and reward the man. I hope that they do. I hope that they do indeed. Simon Davis, my cat's name is Chewy. Meow meow. Big up. I don't know why I said meow meow, but there you go. Big up to the kitty cat named Chewy. This one is Chewy as in short for Jesus, but when he was at the adoption, he was at the doggy pound, the dog jail, so to speak, out there in Denton, Texas. They called him Chewy because he chewed on everything. So it's kind of fun. A little bit of a double meaning there. Was that a dog hair burp? I think it might have been. I think it might have been. 100 people in here. Get the likes up now. Come on, do as Becky says. Get those likes up right now. You can rip farts for thousands of people, bro. I'm not going to do that. I respect my audience a lot more. The people who do tune in and listen and tap in, such as you, Drunk Vigo. I ain't trying to do all that. That's disrespectful. All Ten Hag needs is some milk. And if you ask for some milk, you shall receive.
He needs some milk.
He needs some milk indeed. But big up Just a Harmless Potato. Good to see you back. You took a little hiatus from United Spurs of America. I see you, but you're back. And now you acting like a baked potato. Or maybe a fully cooked potato. I don't know. Big up Faz Radfar for the first super chat of the night. Says, big up Jacob. Thanks for the stream. 3-1 Spurs. I like that prediction. This is actually, I don't think, too far from the truth in regards to Everton on Saturday. And also in regards to Everton on Saturday, I am going to try and do a watch along. So how about that? You want to hang out on Saturday with Jacob? Do a little watch along with Jacob on a Saturday morning for me. It will be morning time. Hopefully, I will wake up way early for it. I promise. So if you want to hang out, I won't be sleepy. And then we'll get to have some fun during the game. I like to have fun during those watch-alongs. A little bit serious, a little bit humorous, a little bit immature. So big up Faz. Thank you for appreciating me doing the stream, taking time out of my family's life to do this. Hey, my wife, this helps. This helps tell my wife, hey, don't worry. Faz Radfar super chatted me, so you don't have to be upset that I'm streaming late before dinner. Big up Hype Noise. 3 a.m. for you. Big up. Wow. What do you want? Where are you at, Hippo Noise? Belgium, I think you said? In Belgium? That guy needed more than milk. He had too much salt with his last meal. Hey, anywho. But look, we'll run through a couple more things with this Todibo guy. I've got a few tweets I wanted to share. Some of them have videos, so I won't be like leaving them on for too long. But a guy I reference pretty often on this channel, at least, Simon Yemain, says that this is per Simon Yemain, says Todibo has played a major role in Nice, who is sitting second in Ligue 1 with the best defensive record in the league. Front foot, aggressive, agile with pace, plays on the right, but good enough on the ball to play both sides of the pitch. A super target per Simon. And then here's a thread from Lily White Lab saying all the things you need to know about Todibo. All the things you need to know about Todibo. Jacob trying to learn rhyming slang. Wife is trouble and strife. What? That doesn't even make sense, Chippy. You're in New Zealand. It's 3 a.m.? What's going on? I thought it was like noon. I thought it was like the middle of the day right now. That's crazy. But big up Hyper Noise. It's a crazy time. But let's run through what Lily White Lab claims is all the things we need to know about Todibo. Let's see here. Again, second time we've heard front foot defender. Says Todibo reminds me very much of Romero in the way that he defends currently. He loves to step into the midfield, meet the opponent before they can turn in and nick the ball. He's strong in the challenge, but times his tackles well. With his style, there's obviously times he can be caught out leaving space behind, but it's risk worth taking because of the physical capabilities and anticipation. That does sound like Romero. It says also there's times just like Romero, he oversteps the mark, although I don't think it's to the same level. Well, now you're just hating on Romero. And Lily White Labs, I might have to DM you. Says also this is exactly why Ainge likes his players to defend, to snuff out transitions and sustain pressure in the opposition half. Fair enough. What else you saying? Says that he's a space eater. I've never heard of that term used in football. Has anyone heard of that term? $1:44 in the afternoon now, but okay, you have me really confused. 3 a.m. for the game, jeez. Yeah, you're gonna be tired. It's 8 a.m. for me, I think. I believe it's 8 a.m. Let me make sure. I'm talking about I want to do a damn watch along, and I don't even know. Yeah, it is 8 a.m. 8 a.m. That's early, but hey, let's get the dub. It's the eve of Christmas Eve. I hope Decky keeps his mask on until we win a trophy. Yo, I kind of like it too. Chippy says, just get him. Romero and Van de Ven missing too many games. Todibo perfect backup. All three get games. Perfectly said. I couldn't say it better myself. I'm not even going to read this Space Eater one because I don't fucking know what that means, to be honest. Space Eater. What is... I mean, maybe if I read it, it'll tell me why he's a Space Eater. Oh, it says that he can cover ground. Now, there was a clip that I wish I could show you. You know, they were saying, oh, remember that viral clip of Mickey Van de Veen last year where he tracked back from pretty much the entirety of the pitch, went and made a goal line save, and they showed a time in which Todibo did that as well this year. But to be fair to Van de Veen, he does cover a lot of ground. Hey, big up Chang. Gifting 5 memberships. Chang. Big up Chang. How you doing, my friend? Who also made his debut on the channel. The membership channel. If you didn't see it, make sure you do. But big up to Chang. Hitting us with the 5 gifted. Let's see where they went. Big up Yanis Rubelis with the membership. Just a harmless potato. You arrived and you received a gift. FH did it. I don't know who FH is, but he did do it and give you a membership. UK Drilly Official and DZ. Big up every single time to all 5 of y'all, and welcome to the family. You know what that means? Y'all can join the next members call-in show. Now, I'm not even going to call it a call-in show. I'm going to call it the members hangout, because we're just going to get together and hang out. It's going to happen a couple times a month, and we'll have a good time. So big up Chang for making the family bigger, making it an option now for those of you to get in on the hangout. Y'all want to come hang out, feel free to do so. Chippio Napoli says Chingo. Big up Chippy O'Napoli. And I think he's talking to Goguma. So big up Goguma. Good to see Goguma back in the house. Which, let me make sure you're a mod still, because I lost all my moderators, Goguma, but good to see you back. Now I can give you mod again. So big up Goguma every single time. What time is it out there for you? Is it about 1:44 in the afternoon as well? Goguma? Let me know. Hey, big up Chang every single time. Yeah, GG's to Chang. He killing it. Dubs in the chat for Chang. I find very athletic center back get injured a lot, unfortunately. I don't agree. I don't think Romero gets injured a lot. And I think the injury to Van de Veen was only because of all the VAR timeouts. We were moving like it was a damn American football game, to be honest with you. But big up. Yep, absolutely GG's to Chang. Big up Cubed. Keeping it steady, wetty, Jacob. Hey, you already know, once wet, always wet. You never have to. It's like the old saying. If you stay ready, you never have to get ready. So there it is. Mud FC says Tobido in yet. Unfortunately, it is not January, but there are apparently, allegedly, make of this whatever you will, but Mud FC, apparently we're trying to get this done ASAP Rocky style. We're trying to get it done like yesterday. But we do have to wait, unfortunately, until January. But we said we're not. This is what Fabrizio said, that we're not trying to take all month to get this signing done. And then there are other people that we're linked with as well. What does this guy say about Space Eater? Goguma says, "Yay, happy. I missed you." It's 9:48 a.m. So good morning to Goguma. Thanks for the mod again. Good to have you back every single time. Good. Is that your new? Hey, it is. It is Cubed, my Kuti Can't You See kit. The cappuccino kit. I love it, honestly. I love it a lot. My away kit is the Sunny kit, but it's fucked up. So I had to, excuse me, it's messed up. I shouldn't have just dropped the F-bomb like that. Apologies. January 1st, 12:01, the deals go through. Hypernoise, could you imagine if we actually pulled this deal off in that amount of time? Yeah, but to remind myself what I was talking about, this guy says he's a space eater, was talking about how Van de Veen, when he gets up to full speed. So to be fair to Van de Veen, back to my point, sorry about that tangent, y'all, but they're saying, and I did see the clip, again, I wish I could show it, but he turns the ball over, to be fair, which Mickey Van de Veen, that wasn't what happened. I think it was a corner or a set piece on the opponent's end for Van de Veen's, where he just full out sprinted to the end. But to his credit, he turns the ball over, doesn't stop on the play, tracks all the way back, and prevents the shot from happening. An absolute hustle play. Was great to see. He shows that he's got a little bit of pace about him. He ain't as slow, clunky Eric Dier, lest we say his name anymore. Because like Beetlejuice, you say it too many times, it will come to fruition. Big up Master Weasel. Says Stones, Tomiyasu, Konate, Varane. all examples of very athletic center back who get injured often. It's very common, unfortunately. Honestly, I've always said this here on the channel, Master Weasel. I don't care who you play for. I would always hope that everyone's healthy, because then we all really get the best product at the end of the day. No matter who you're a fan of, we all love the most beautiful sport in the world. So why wouldn't we want the best and the most polished product? But unfortunately, injuries are real. It's not like FIFA where you can just say injuries off and then everyone's okay. Hydration Nation, go ahead and pause for the cause one time. My nose keeps getting stuffy in here. I think I need to clean. I think there's too much chewy hair. It's making it clogs up my nose. Apparently, the club are willing to sell Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. I do have a little bit of news about that as well, Mud FC. I didn't put it in the title. Here's something I did find interesting. I don't know about y'all if you did watch the Chelsea versus Newcastle Carabao Cup match. No VAR. All right, so I think that needs to be laid out there for this conversation. But a lot of conversation's been around the Caicedo challenge. I think within the first 5 minutes, he really ran through the back of Gordon's legs, stomped on his ankle, made him roll it like a damn taquito burrito. It was very nice, edible, I must say. But some are saying it should have been straight red. I think had VAR been there, you might have seen a straight red. But I find it interesting because a lot of the conversation around this, and then later on before Mudryk eventually scored, there was a challenge where Bruno Guimaraes he bodied somebody. Who was it? I think Maatsen. I don't remember who it was, but he bodied somebody on the sideline there, and it made Mudryk get in his face, and Mudryk put a hand to his throat. So then that could have been another red there. But yo, had this been my boy Romero, they would have asked to lock this man behind bars. Either one of those challenges or the hand to the throat. Oh, he's the dirtiest player ever is what they would have told me. Oh, this and that is what they would have told me. They would have told me so many things if it was Kuti who had done the dirty deed. But this time it was not. So yet again, shows the bias of modern day football fans. Big up, Goguma. Hitting us with the 5,000 won super chat. Says, happy holidays, Jacob. Come, quiz. Big up, Gogumo. How you doing? Talking to me nicely this evening. Thank you so much for the super chat, and great to have you back in the house. And obviously, happy holidays to you first and foremost. But thank you so much. And also, I just want to say again, I will shout you all out at the end of the show. But big up Chippy, obviously Chang, and Faz, Goguma for the financial donations. Look, it is the holiday season. I would never ask you as viewers for anything during the holiday season other than things that are free, like hitting a like, hitting a subscribe. Those are 2 free things. It's the holiday season. First and foremost, make sure you, your family, your loved ones, the people you see on the daily, the bread lady, make sure y'all taken care of. But thank you so much, because honestly, financial donations during this time, they mean a lot to me, mean a lot to my family, but first and foremost, it means a lot that you'd be willing to do that during the holiday times, because it is a rough world out there, and I'm just here to help hopefully alleviate some of that rough time. That's my goal with this channel. We can just alleviate our rough times together. But there he is. There's his face. God, I don't like looking at that face on the stream. I will be honest. But hey, the text that goes along with it is quite lovely. So let's look at it. It says, Fenerbahçe have made an approach to sign Spurs central defender Eric Dier. So in the same way we approached Mr. Todibo, we are hearing now that board member Selahattin Baki, don't know if that's how you say the name, Mr. Selahattin Baki, recently traveled to London to hold talks with Mr. Eric Dier. Fenerbahçe intend to sign Dier from Tottenham Hotspur next month rather than wait until he's a free agent. So that actually contradicts the things that I said earlier in the stream, which was I bet they would just wait for I bet this is some kind of pre-agreement type thing. This actually goes against everything I said and kind of contradicts that. So fuck you. But thank you for correcting me. TACVIM is the source. I don't know who TACVIM is. They're not tagged. But that does sound Turkish. So whatever that's worth. Højbjerg leaving. Lo Celso out too. They might be. Hey, big up Faisal in the house. It was Matson that took that. Yeah, hey, hold that, Matson. But again, if it was Cuti Romero, they'd be saying different things now, wouldn't they? If it was Cuti Romero, they wouldn't be saying them things. Hey, big up Chippy says, Højbjerg, I'll miss him. He was another Stefan Freund with a few goals. Hey, he did score against Liverpool. That's why I say Højbjerg is a spicy... Wait, no. Damn it, I messed up my own damn saying. No, I say Declan Rice is a spicy Højbjerg. Because Højbjerg is just a regular chicken sandwich. He ain't nothing. No pickles, no sauces, just chicken sandwich and bread. That's what Højbjerg is. But Rice is a spicy Højbjerg. He's basically what Højbjerg is, but now it's a spicy chicken sandwich with some pickles and the condiments, lettuce, whatever you want on it. But hey, some people don't like it. Some people don't like it when you mention those things, but it's okay. He was mad he got tackled like 2 minutes before. Could have been a red. Could have been. Yo, Liverpool, they should go in for Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. They're crying out for a guy to just stand there and help and help that back line. We got you. And then ping a few balls. Ren says, sick of this Romero narrative they're pushing. Hey, Ren, first of all, also, big up. Good morning. Or no, good afternoon, I think, by this time. Big up, you made your debut on the channel. And secondly, I know you're like me. You like aggressive physical play. You like what Romero does. When Romero goes sliding in, that's talking to you nicely. Let me know if I'm wrong, but I believe that's how you feel about it. That's definitely how I feel about it. And honestly, the narrative is crazy. They're even saying if we get hey, hit a like. And they're even saying if we get Todibo, then that means something about Romero. Oh, that means he's going to be gone in a year or something. I ain't hearing that. That don't mean he gone. That don't mean nothing. I think Romero could still be here for the next 4 years. The guy literally just said, I love it in London. My son was born in London. He's the most important thing to me. And when I think about my son, I think about the city he was born in. I see myself living in London after my playing career is over. So whether he does move on at some point, he loves the city. I think he loves London. He loves Tottenham. He loves the life that we've provided. And I love the things that he's provided us as well. And if you don't love Christian Romero, then I just don't know what to tell you, my friend. But I got him on the back of this very shirt that I'm wearing because I believe in my vice captain. I believe in Ange Postecoglou to appoint the right man to be the right vice captain. So everyone can hold that ever so gently. But yes, there you go. Beer Talk says, I'm happy for Nuno to get the Forest job. We're going to make you proud. I guarantee it. I love that. Romero getting the Xhaka treatment by refs now. He get Xhaka treatment. I don't know what you want to call it, but he getting not the great treatment. I know that much. Enigma, big up Enigma says, do you realize Spurs is a dead team with no clout? They're not a dead team is what I would say first and foremost. No, they have the most fans in America as well, most supporter clubs in America. So they're doing all right. I would say the only sense where I guess I would agree in the sense that you could say anything in this regard is in the trophy cabinet. Yeah, we haven't won trophy in a while. I hear that. But just because it ain't happened in a while don't mean it ain't going to happen soon. I'll put it that way for you, my friend. Long time ago, Enigma. Exactly. Prediction for Liverpool versus Arsenal is asking. I see it being one of two ways. If Arsenal and Liverpool, if they really want to have a go at it and say, I want to win this, it's going to be wide open. It's going to be like a 3-3, 2-3, 4-3, 4-2 type fun, entertaining for the neutral, as neutral as I can be. But obviously I want Liverpool to win. I want Liverpool to take all 3 points. I want Liverpool to go out there and dominate. So my personal prediction is come on, Liverpool with a 4-2 at Anfield. Get it done. But do I think that they can actually score 4 goals? It's debatable at this point. They scored 5 today, but obviously that was versus West Ham. And they literally just watched Curtis Jones walking through their defense. Some people were saying Curtis, Messi, Jones. It was quite hilarious. I love the banter, but Let's keep it right. I don't think Arsenal, as much as I love to poo-poo on them, they aren't as bad as West Ham defensively, especially in a cup game, no less. So my prediction is I think it's going to be a tough one either way. If they both want to get stuck in and try and catch each other on the counter, I could actually see it being kind of like a 1 or 2-0 or a 2-1, 1-1 type situation and being a little bit more boring for the neutrals. But for me personally, what's that? My son was yelling. So he says 4-3. Liverpool. Let's go. Or no, 3-2. Give me 3-2. 4-3 sounds too crazy. I don't see them scoring 4 against Arsenal. That sounds outlandish. But I can see them scoring 3. I can see things getting a little testy, a little dicey. Jazz got a 3-3. All right. Why do they keep having Dier do all these miscellaneous player vids when he doesn't even play anymore? I don't know what vid it was, but I guess if I see Eric Dyer's face, you know I ain't watching. But I did see it was like training for Everton, and the first shot was Destiny Ugodi, and he's not going to get to play for Everton. So it's like, how is this guy preparing for Everton? The fuck are we talking about? Maybe I should pull up that tweet because honestly, it was quite silly when I saw it. It was like getting ready for Everton. I'm like, yeah, here it is. Hang on. Here it is. Building towards Tottenham Everton, and the first shot's fucking Destiny Ugodi. What are we doing here? He's not gonna get to play. What are we doing? Did the admin not know? The editor of this video, yo, I worked in professional sports. This is obviously an oversight, but how are you gonna be building towards Tottenham Everton? And the first shot, and a few shots throughout this video was Destiny Ugodi. He's not going to play. He's not building towards Everton. He's building towards the fuck Brighton, I think is who we have. I should be better and know who the fuck we got coming up in the next few matches. But I just saw this and was like, bro, he's not. Yeah, it is Brighton at the Amex. Okay. On Thursday. Oh. And then a quick turnaround. Oh, we got the cherries on that Sunday. Oh, that's a quick turnaround. Oh, that's my wife's birthday on Sunday. Uh-oh. Yeah, I ain't going to be streaming on that day. I'll tell you that much. What do we think about this? Am I making a big deal out of nothing? Or is this quite silly and is an oversight? I don't know. Let me see. Let me see what y'all are saying in the chat. Højbjerg. Romero is a spicy Mustafi. Enigma. Okay, so you're an Arsenal fan. I get it now. Thank you for this. You've shown me who you support without even telling me. I see you. Let's see. Ooh, a naked sandwich. I mean, it's not the greatest, but you won't die from hunger, but it won't make you happy, and it won't make your wife happy if you brought home a Højbjerg sandwich. But hey, it's neither here nor there. Hey, big up Chris Spurs. Hey, big up, man, being cool with a drunken person. Hey, man, we all have drinks sometimes. Gotta be cool with everybody. It's all about love, my friend. No hate on this channel. Even though I do get feisty sometimes, there's never any hate. It's all from a place of love. At least for me. I can only say for me personally. Machiavelli's got 3-1 Liverpool. Hey, I'll take it. Højbjerg is better than Rice, period. He's scored and assisted more in his career. He's won 4 trophies to Rice's 1. Hey, if anyone's going to be able to defend Højbjerg to a T, it's Ellie. So big up, Ellie. Let's see here. We can't afford to lose at Anfield. We must. Are you a Arsenal fan? Okay, you are Master Weasel. I see. I thought you were a Spurs fan for a second. But I just full screened that to see what that picture was, and it was Boohoo Saka. I hope you lose at Anfield, my friend. I think y'all could put up a good fight, but I hope you lose. I'll put it that way. It's as gently as I can say it. Mud FC says Liverpool will beat Arsenal to the title. Frame it. I chose them as my runner-ups, but if City for some reason decides to not win the league, which they can at any point choose if they do want to, lest we forget, KDB is back, Holland is back. I think they got a Doku's back as well. They're going to be scary when they want to turn it back on. Here's some Liverpool Arsenal predictions. Ken T's got 2-0 Liverpool. Hypnoise 2-1 Liverpool. Philip with a 2-1 pool. All right. I like all these. I like all these. You guys are crazy. AFC will not lose this game. Well, you know, I don't have a crystal ball. I would never pretend to be that kind of guy on YouTube. I guarantee if you go to the Anfield and you play this type of, like, bro, you know how many times they said that shit about Spurs this year? And every single time they said, if you play this way, this will happen. They were all wrong. YouTube, BBC, all of them. BBC, Sky, BBW, all of them. Destiny Udogi. Is it Destiny Udogi Day already? Or is it still Destiny Udogi week?
Destiny Udogi. Oh, yes. Oh, Destiny Udogi Day. Hey. Idiots, man.
I can't help but smile anytime that clip plays. I don't care if nothing ever comes out of that, and I never speak to the guy and he never references me again. It'll be absolutely hilarious. But if that's what I get from it, I love it. I take it. Because that was his, for those of you who don't know, that was his impression of me celebrating Destiny Udogi Day. So that's quite hilarious, and I love it. So I clipped it, and now it's mine forever. So we can always celebrate Destiny Udogi Day whenever.
Destiny Udogi. Oh, yes. Oh, Destiny Udogi Day. Hey. Idiots, man.
So great. I love that one. Well, now we're not just going to run through all the clips, Nate. It is a good evening, but we need a reason to say good evening. What's our reason for saying good evening? I want an excuse to play the clip just as much as anybody. Let's see. Philip says, I've had 2 decent days running. The first was my your great niece being born. Hey, were you very active as a young man, Philip Bidwell? Sounds like it, because I bet you to be a quite young person, but you already talking about great niece. Okay. Was born, and the second was a 5-1 win. Congratulations, 2 dubs in quick succession, Philip, first and foremost for your family. And what I will say about Liverpool, as much shit as I love to give them, again, shout out Jean Matip every single time. But what I would say, I saw a very lovely video that Liverpool posted with Jurgen Klopp and all the players going to a hospital, speaking with kids and families and stuff, and personally, very heartwarming to see. And then, of course, our club dropped a very heartwarming clip today, and it was Heung-min's son reading and responding to a letter from these 2 young ladies who were talking about their dad, who's been a lifelong Spurs fan. And there was a very powerful quote that came out from that was, on match days, there is no cancer. And their father's been suffering from cancer for quite some time. But they still go to games, and when they're all together there watching Tottenham Hotspur, they forget all of those problems. And so they were writing a letter to say thank you to Son, and Son read it and wrote back, and then they had him at the training grounds. A very beautiful video. Love to see that shit, especially first thing in the morning. Puts me in a real good mood. Makes me appreciate count my blessings type thing. Speaking of count my blessings, the stream has officially hit 1 hour. So let's count the likes, because those are kind of like little free blessings, right? Last time I checked was 47 likes. I just refreshed. We're at 68 likes and 70 votes. So that's really 2 people that voted and did not like the video. So that's actually a pretty decent ratio there. But still over 100 people checking into the show tonight. So I do appreciate every single one of you. Master Weasel says, I'm a gooner. I just like the content because you're mostly rational. Big up, Jay. I like the word mostly, because Master Weasel, I will say this as well. Thank you for being a YouTuber. I can admit I can be irrational at times. Last year, I lost my cool on Hugo Lloris, longtime captain of the club, the best keeper I've seen play for the club. And I was very irrationally upset with the man after Newcastle. So I'm mostly rational. I do like that. Mostly. Keyword mostly. Big up Goguma with her second super chat of the evening. Says, happy to catch your live, Jacob. Awesome show. Always must go now. See you soon, Chingo. Well, good morning. Dubs in the chat. Double dubs, technically, for Goguma tonight, because, well, for her in the morning, but big up. Always great to see you back in the house. You know, that's a name that you see in the chat. That's the name you see in the chat that you're like, man, that just brightened my mood. So big up Goguma, always spreading some bright light wherever you go. Good evening. What is the good evening for? How are we going to get the good evening clip played? Imagine if Villa beat Arsenal to the title. Good evening, masterclass. Good evening, masterclass, indeed.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening. Whoever thinks Højbjerg is better than Rice is either trolling. Well, I'm going to go ahead and delete this message. I don't personally care too much for that last little word you used for me personally. Let me see if I can find your comment, my friend, because I would like to delete that. There's a thing called banter and tribalism, Tommy G. Let me go ahead and delete that real quick. There's a thing such as banter and tribalism. So, I like to rattle and shake a few coconut trees on my way to the beach, and that's what I do every single time. So, if calling Rice a spicy Højbjerg rattles a few trees, clearly it rattled your tree, Tommy G. Because, but yeah, my friend, I'm gonna delete that comment. I don't appreciate that language either, personally. But what I do appreciate is Chippy O'Napoli with the €5 donation to the channel. Says Mary Aingemas, big up Chippy. Appreciate you hitting us with the donation, my friend. Mary Aingemas indeed. Mary, for this, I'm gonna get out our friend, the Victory Kangaroo, and one of these days I'm gonna get a little shelf. If we win, I'm gonna get a little shelf, and I'm just gonna let the kangaroo hang out right here. So that way we can always see it and appreciate the Victory Kangaroo. But big up Dubs for Chippy as well, hitting us with some love in the super chat form. So thank you so much. Thank you, Chippy. Big up Goguma every single time. 75 likes and Jacob sings Christmas carols. And I think that would make everyone not like the video Beer Talk, if I'm honest. Machiavelli says, I'm still selling Skip and Højbjerg. What I will say about Skip, Machiavelli, is he is not good enough to be what we want to be as a club. And again, I said this before. I think I said this on Talking Ball. I called in and we were talking about Højbjerg, Skip, and Lo Celso. And I kind of mentioned that, look, Skip, when he was player of the year with Norwich, whenever they were coming up, I think that... Oh, sorry, I'm getting distracted. I think that... Enigma, why are you so upset? Spurs fans are so cringe. Mary Aingemas. Yo, someone super chat me saying Mary Aingemas. I'm going to say Mary Aingemas right back to you. People say it's cringe. You know what? I'm a dad. You think I give a fuck what people think are cringe? First and foremost, I am a dad and a husband. They think I'm cringe. Am I surprised that you think I'm cringe? No, I'm not surprised anyone thinks I'm cringe. Bro, my family thinks I'm cringe. The fuck? That's not a bad thing either. I enjoy enjoying things. And if someone's sending a super chat saying Merry Aingemas to you, Enigma, as well. If you do celebrate, or Merry, what can I say? Merry, well, happy Angel Days. Oh, that's actually kind of good. Instead of Happy Holidays or Merry Christmas, it could be Merry Aingemas or Happy Angel Days. I think that would work as well. Daniel. Jacob, honest question, mate. Do you reckon Levy going back to Ainge with exactly what he needs this window, or leave another manager short at the end of a window again? Daniel E., what I will say is this. He's dropped hints at the fact, both of them have been dropping hints. They're flirting right now. I will say that much. They're flirting with the prospect of doing the right thing. So whether that happens or not, it remains to be seen. I'm pretty hopeful that it will happen. So I think that he won't be, we're not, this January, I don't think it's going to be a complete, like, we're getting all these people out the door, we're getting all these people in the door, Daniel. What I think is going to be is we're going to make a couple moves, we're going to make a couple this, and that's going to be that, and then we're going to do some more in summer, and it's not going to be like a fire sale type, Black Friday type sale. It's going to be slow, steady, let's just build and keep implementing what we need to do. Look, what we did last summer was we got a creative mid that we needed, and we also knew we needed a backup. But through play, we found out that Kulusevski can be that James Madison backup, in my opinion. And I think he's actually better in that role than a winger, but that's neither here nor there. As well, I would say center back was a point in which we needed a lot of help. We did get 2 in. One is one for the future. One is one for now. And he was better than we could have ever imagined in Mickey Van de Veen. So what I would say is if we do get a Todibo and we do get another winger, that Juventus guy that I don't really know, Smalling, I don't remember his name, but he's that Juventus winger we've been linked with initially. If we get anyone like that, and maybe 3, if we could do 2 to 3 in and 1 or 2 out, I'm totally good with that. And that is still steps in the right way, because again, it's not going to all happen immediately. It's not going to all happen overnight. So, but there it is. Master Weasel, another dog hair burp. Time for the hard-hitting question. Will Spuds win a trophy before Newcastle? Yes. I'm saying yes. Sava doesn't rate him, says Saliba is better. I disagreed, but hey. Oh, Romero and Saliba? Hey, their opinions. Their opinions. I don't really rate Saliba, but I am biased. So, there's that. I don't... When they wear that Arsenal shirt, I completely just stop looking at them in some way to rate them. I'll put it that way. The Coys boys are going to get the job done Saturday per Sklarsh. I love that name, Sklarsh. Good to see you in the house. Sava said, look, big up to Sava, big up to Football Heritage TV. Got nothing but love for Sava. And he's a grown man. He's going to do what he wants to do. He's going to do what he's got to do. Got nothing but love and support for the guy. Craig the Gecko Man says, Merry Angemas to all. Tommy G says, yes, I'm rattled that we have Spurs fan making ridiculous biased statements like Højbjerg is better than Rice. No one said he's better than Rice, Tommy. You can calm down, my guy. It's embarrassing to be a part of an idiotic, biased, childish fan base. Oh, did I mention biased? Bro, as far as what you get embarrassed about, I have no cares or concerns, Tommy. And I really don't care, because you're not, like, how do I put this as nicely? Like, you're calling our fan base idiotic, biased, childish. Bro, to me, you just sound like that old dude on the porch. These damn kids and their cell phones and their music boom boxes. And bro, that's just not my vibe. I don't really get down with that. You can get down with that. There's channels that get down with that. This is not one of those channels where I'm like, oh, the good old days. It's not like it used to be. I'm not that guy. I may be not that young, but I'm definitely not that guy. You can miss me with that. But the fact that you're rattled about the Spurs fan base in general, to me, you got to be a little bit more ironclad, in my opinion. But again, no one said Højbjerg is better than Rice. It was friendly banter saying Rice is just an upgraded version of Højbjerg, was my point. And it rattled a bunch of people. It rattled you. So again, you don't even listen to what I'm saying, but yet you're saying that what I didn't say is what rattled you. And that's what you're still here talking about, Tommy. I really don't understand. And I would just suggest, bro, it's the holidays. Hug your loved ones. And maybe don't be so upset, bro, about the fan base. Like, you can't control what the fan base does. You can't control how a fan base feels. You can only control that for yourself. And look, again, no one said Højbjerg is better than Rice, unless you're talking about Ellie. And yeah, she's biased. She loves Højbjerg. What's wrong with being biased? What's wrong with people living their life the way they want to live, Tommy? Some fucking totalitarian over here. This is how you're supposed to be a fan because it won't embarrass Tommy G. Bro, shut up. You actually annoy me the more I think about it, bro. You can go to some other channel with that, because that's lonely man behavior, bro. Moving along. Again, that's not the vibes I do here on the channel, Tommy. So, look, bro, you sound upset. I say this: Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Merry Angemas, whatever you want, you can have. The world is your oyster. Jazz Fusion says, nothing wrong with eyes if you know what you're looking at and you know what you're looking for. Hey, that could be interpreted in many different ways. First time I've seen Vic in goal in training against the starting lineup. I don't know what you're talking about, but maybe I forgot. Yeah, big up Tommy. My daughter asked for a badminton racket for Xmas. My heart is broken. Get her a soccer ball. Or a football, rather. Sorry. That's going to offend some people. Like 10-year-olds, Højbjerg between then Rice. Please, pathetic. What? I don't know what you're talking about, my guy. I have 3 teenagers. They all think I'm the most embarrassing creature that ever walked the face of the earth. Being cringy means nothing to me. When I'm singing and dancing to my son's songs, I bet it's cringy as fuck. But you know what? I don't care because it's for my son and it's for me. And again, like this channel, Tommy G, I don't wake up thinking, well, what I should say today better not embarrass Tommy G or whoever gets embarrassed by my opinion because I didn't know I held so much stock in people's lives personally. But hey, it means a lot. Shout out Tommy G for that. Illing Jr., that's his name. Big up Deb M. Ellie for letting me know. I did forget that guy's name. I don't know him. I haven't watched him personally. When the dog is not cringe, that's creative and thoughtful. It's about winning mentality. You guys wouldn't know. I mean, getting a dog when you're losing a title race, that's kind of cringe. But I like dogs. I have one right here. I support trauma dogs. You know, when there's like a bad thing that happens, they send a bunch of golden retrievers out there and everyone pets them and they feel better. So I support y'all doing that. It's a form of therapy and everyone could use some form of therapy, I think. Ellie, dog hair got in my drink and I chugged it anyway. And then I had to burp. So that's what a dog hair burp is. Apologies. Deb. Hey, I like that. What kind of bird is that? A toucan? Not a toucan. I don't know what it's called. It says even Todibo is better than Saliva. Todibo gets picked up for France before Saliva. Look, the proof is in the gravy in that one, my friend. Shout out to Tommy from Hotspur Hood. He seems like a nice guy. He quit his show. Sad to see. Was that who that was? Was that Tommy from Hotspur Hood? Is that who Tommy G is? Bro, I hope you're okay. Damn. Machiavelli says, Højbjerg dunks on Rice's head top. Deal with it. Hey. No, bro. You're going to embarrass Tommy. Be careful. You're going to embarrass Tommy, my guy. Don't. I wish you a Merry Angemas and a Happy New Year. Love that. Lean in. That's what I say. When people said, oh, you love Romero too much. You defend Romero too much last year. Well, he's got vice captain now, so I leaned in. I bought the stocks when they were low. Get in the bin. Yeah. Yeah, what's going on here? Jacob, did I ever tell you that, in my honest opinion, Højbjerg is better than Rice? Y'all are hilarious. Stop. Y'all are going to embarrass Tommy G. You're going to embarrass Tommy G. Why will Todibo go to Spurs to sit on the bench or replace Van de Ven? Enigma, I would say the reason why I believe Todibo will come to Spurs is because he knows he's going to get playing time. Look at Van de Ven's not even playing. We don't know when he's going to come back and when he's going to be 100%. He may come back at the end of January. We get Todibo first week. That's immediate impact. It's a puffin. That's right. It's a puffin. But he gets immediate impact if he comes here. He's going to be put in the rotation, whether that's to supplement Romero, replace Van de Ven, and when Udogie, if he needs a break or something, move Van de Ven out to that left back. Ooh, he talked to me nicely. Ooh, we just need him. We need him. He needs to be here. He doesn't need to go to United to rot away over there with a bunch of losers. Come on over to Tottenham Hotspur and let's turn this boat around with the right people. Master Weasel. You fraud. That's what I'm going to call you, Master Weasel. But you are a supporter of the channel, so you're not fraud for that. But for being an Arsenal supporter, yes, you are. Kevin Jimenez. What's up, Jacob? Hope you're doing good, bro. Big up Kevin Jimenez every single time. Doing good, except apparently I'm cringy, and I'm an embarrassment to Tommy G. So, sorry, Tommy. that I love my club. But you know what? This was me celebrating when we signed Destiny to an extension. This was me.
Destiny Doji. Oh, yes. Oh, Destiny Doji Day. Hey. Idiots, man.
I love that. See, again, there's channels where they will take the piss out of you for celebrating your small victories in life. But guess what? I'm not one of them. But Tommy, you're always allowed here. Tommy G. Tommy needs some milk. If Tommy comments again, I hope he's like, you know what? I feel better. Thank you, you guys. And it's not like, oh, I'm so upset more. Because he sounds upset. Yeah, to play for Ainge. That's another reason, Jazz Fusion. You want to play for Ainge or you want to play for a bald fraud you don't know is going to be employed in 2 weeks? I know my answer. Mate. Good day, mate. This is my answer. This is actually my face as I'm walking into Tottenham Hotspur if I'm Todibo. Sign me up. Long-term deal. Talk to me nicely. What date are the next game for Everton? 27th or 28th? It is, in fact, the 23rd Everton and then 28 Brighton. Oh, you said after Everton. Yeah, sorry. 28th and the 31st. So it's Thursday the 28th and then Sunday the 31st are the 2 games, excuse me, after Everton. Big up James says, I believe Madison has turned into the new Tanguy and Ndombele. Why is he in Dubai? Is he taking early? He's doing physical therapy out there, if I'm not mistaken. And then he flies in for the games. I don't know that Dubai's that far from London because it always seems to be a very hot destination amongst the English Premier League football players. So who knows? Ren says, I'm playing football with my oldest for the first time this year. And I swear to God, she won't even look at me. I'm too cringy. I mean, everyone thinks their mom's cringy, I think. And people think their dad's cringy at some point. So like, I'm just leaning into it. Who cares? Don't think it was the same Tommy. Just saw the name Tommy. Yeah. Okay. Bro, I'm trying to not embarrass Tommy. Tommy G's very embarrassed, bro. He's so embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed right now. Hey, big up Chippy with a dono. Second super chat of the day. This time yellow. Talking to me nicely. Says, it's Christmas. Here's another 10 for all the shows you bring us. 2024, the year of the Ainge. I fucking love that. Because imagine what we can do in the calendar year of 2020. Think about where we were at the end of 2022 going into 2023 and where we are now at the end of 2023 going into 2024. I think 2024, 2025 is going to be a beautiful time for us. And at least you making this time right now very much beautiful, Chippy. Thank you so much for the donation to the channel. Merry Christmas to you, my friend. You said Merry Christmas, so I'm going to go ahead and assume, make an ass out of you and me, and say Merry Christmas and say that's what I believe you're celebrating because you said it to me. So there you go. Merry Christmas. Hey, the holidays, don't matter what you celebrate. It's all about love and family and being together and all that Hallmark fucking movie stuff. You know what I'm talking about? Ren, don't. Tommy G's going to be embarrassed. Stop saying it. Ren, you're saying Højbjerg is so much better than Rice. You're going to get them so upset. But again, he was coming at me like I said it. Bro, I've actually never said Højbjerg is better than Rice. I said Rice is a spicy version of Højbjerg. That means he's better. I love spicy food. You go get a regular chicken sandwich with none of the workings. That's a regular chicken sandwich. You'll get the job done, but it ain't your first choice. Now, spicy with all the workings, now that's a chicken sandwich you can get behind. I'm just saying the correlation's there. That's all I'm saying. And rattles people. Rattles Spurs fans, apparently. I didn't know I could say that. Like, I normally when I say that, y'all, I say it on like Sam's channel. This is football, Staffy TV. I do say things like this, but that's usually because there's an Arsenal fan on there and I want to fucking poke the bear. What's the point? Yes, Spurs haven't won a trophy since 2008. Yes, we haven't been successful in the last X amount of years as opposed to when we first were. But, like, I'm not going to go on other streams and be like, yeah, I'm just here to be a punching bag. No, fuck you. Rice, $105 million on a spicy Højbjerg. Guess what? I said that weeks ago, and people still talk about it. Tommy G, a Spurs fan, in here talking about it. To me, what that sounds like is good material. Good material for the rivals, because honestly, football is tribalism. We need to get back to being fucking barbaric. Look at this. Imagine finishing 8th, then 8th again, and then you finally get an opportunity in the Champions League after 10 years, and you bottle it to Spurs. Imagine that. Big up Chippy again for the donation. I will shout out all the super chatters at the end again, just for thank you so much. It's the holidays, and I do appreciate y'all. Yeah, spitting. Hey, I love the chat. I'm just going to say that first and foremost. Every single one of you who are in the chat right now, I love y'all, because this has been a fantastic conversation. Like, I come here prepared with a certain amount of material, and then, you know, it really depends on the chat where the direction of this show goes. And you know what? Y'all have absolutely killed it. You're beautiful, you're smart, you're faithful, you're loyal. And I appreciate you spending your Wednesday evening or Thursday morning or Wednesday into Thursday night, aka my UK listeners. I want to say big ups to y'all for real. Like, I'm just going to take a second and say big up yourself right in the face, because it means a lot. Like, we got the Queen of North London in the house. All right. She says, Tommy, I'm 61 years old, my man, and I am biased, but look at what Rice and Højbjerg have done in their careers. Højbjerg has scored, assisted more. It's a fact. Hey, it is a stone cold fact. You got to take that one on your head top every single time. They have dry heat and pressure. I don't know what you're talking about. You celebrate Christmas because you get free presents and bad movies. Hey, I'll take it. Big up. 2024 is the year of the dragon. No, James, it's the year of the Ange. It is the year. Hey, big up for whoever just smashed them hearts in the chat. I seen you. I looked down. I seen them hearts going, floating. I appreciate that. Big up Joshua. Good to see you back in the house, my friend. Says, big up Jacob. I'm excited for the direction we're going in. If we get Todibo in January with a midfielder and attacker on loan, the storm that Ainge is brewing, I can't wait. We was a top 4, a reason fit squad. With our full 11, we're absolutely, the expectations are a little bit higher, I think, when we have our full 11. And honestly, look, the story is still being written in regards to this season. I have no doubt that where I felt like we were and where we actually are and where we can be is different. Because I had no hope. I had no expectations, if you remember. Let me make sure this damn earbud is working. Let me play a little clip. LeBron James. Okay, it's working. Just want to make sure I heard that. Football is about opinions. No one opinion is gospel, Jacob. I have a sachet of spice ready to feed Højbjerg. Hey, big up Ellie. And ain't this the truth? This is what I always say. Whether you agree with me or disagree with me, who cares? Like, we're here talking about the most beautiful sport in the world. How blessed are we? How blessed am I to be here to talk to y'all about it? Even Tommy G, who I embarrass. I'm sorry, Tommy G, that I embarrass you by talking shit to to rival fans specifically, like TJ Warren. Big up Chippy O'Napoli says, just another quickie. Hey, talking ball. Only off of 500 doing great daily shows. Give them some angelicious love for Xmas. That's a great shout, because personally, talking ball, they're slept on right now. What talking ball is doing is absolutely 110% slept on. I'm going to put the link in the chat right now, because Chippy super chatted it, gave me a moment to pull up the link. It is in the chat right now, all right? Talking Ball is absolutely slept on. There are 16 subscribers. Wait, they're 16 subscribers away from 500 is what I see. They're at 485. Someone just subscribed. Big up whoever it was that just went over there and subscribed to Talking Ball. Look, Colin's got a lot of videos coming out. He's doing a lot of things. He just had Dave, the Irish Hotspur, Brian from Tottenham on tour on. He gets a lot of guests. He does morning shows for me, evening shows for some people. There's also, he's got a new correspondent on the channel named Ash. She's been on the channel. She made her debut during the members show and she's got her own. I believe it's in Hindu. It's not in English, and I think it's not Punjabi. Punjabi's Bobby K, but I believe it's in Hindu. It's not in English. I'll tell you that much. But it's a great show. Make sure you go subscribe. They're doing some great stuff over there. One of the most slept on channels right now. Big up Master Weasel. Like the video. This is an Arsenal fan saying like the video. And if he could tell you to like the video, then come on now. Come on now. 86 likes. That was 6 minutes ago. Did anyone like the video since you last asked? 90 likes. We are 10 likes away. 10 likes away from 100. And wouldn't that be ever so sweet? The Beer Talk says, to be fair, Rice is a top player, but he ain't worth 105 million. That was City boasting the price and totally playing the gobbers. They did come in and were saying, we're not going to pay that much. And then Arsenal were like, we'll pay more. So you know what? That was very nice. Hey, big up Josh for subbing the Talking Ball. Big up for that. Yeah, give them some love, y'all. It's in Hindi, says the Beer Talk. Yep, Jazz Fusion, she's a very nice lady. But honestly, this is why I'd like to do that. This is why I did the Højbjerg thing. Because I'm like, y'all spent 105 million on a dude who's just a spicy version of Højbjerg. Yeah, he's better. Yeah, I admit that. I've always said I thought Rice, he's a quality player. But he ain't doing a whole bunch of shit that he ain't doing, you know. This guy, he scored a couple goals for y'all. He's gotten stuck in and won a couple, but he's also made some bad mistakes as well. I've seen him pass it to the opponent and then go clattering into a challenge, which he does not get a card for because there's a clear English bias. But hey, I'll put my tinfoil hat to the side for a minute. I'm just saying, when I watch him, I'm just like, yeah, he's good, but like 105 million good? I mean, I guess if for Charlison 60 million good, then maybe that's about right. I don't know. It must be that English tax. It's got to be. Merry Angemus, everyone. 1:32 a.m. here in North London. Gonna have to bail out. Come on, you Spurs. Big up today. Good to see you here today. Afir, always good to see you in the house, and have a good night and good morning when you wake up. Hope tomorrow's even better than today was. Big up to Daniel Sandoval in the house as well. Let's see here. Joshua says, I mean, our midfield Viking used to be winning at Bayern. Shameless, but yes, I shall be shameless. Be shameless. But Jacob, people want to be right and prove others wrong. Hey, cool. They could do that. You know, I don't really like if I was like, yo, Ren, I'm so right and you're wrong. What does that do for me? How does that make my life any better? How is that enriching anyone's experience? I don't understand personally. Hey, to each their own. I know a lot of people enjoy those debate shows. I love doing the American Waffle shows, going on This Is El Aqua, or This Is Football, going on El Aqua, and, you know, battling for my club. I see it as a valiant attempt to go talk my shit about this beautiful club that I love so much. So then I could see where I like to prove people wrong and be right in those senses. Yes. But like with Spurs fans, I don't care if you disagree with me. Like, it's all good. All we want is the same damn thing, which is success, sustained success at the club. So go on, go ahead. There's the link, Talking Ball. Please do go subscribe. Help them get to 500. Let's get his channel monetized. Once he hits 500, he'll be able to be monetized, and then that'll be a big deal for them. So make sure you go subscribe to Talking Ball if you haven't already. Get on all your burner accounts. Costs absolutely nothing. Legit comes from an insecure place where they don't have enough confidence in their own opinions. I mean, again, I think it's like the cringy thing, Ren. Like, whether you think I'm cringy, that's okay. If you feel like you're right and I'm wrong, that's okay. It really doesn't bother me, because at the end of the day, the list of people's opinions whom I care about wholeheartedly is very, very short. And there's that. There it is. The Beer Talk says there's a button and it looks like this. It'll make your breath smell better. Who doesn't want some breath? A little bit of smelling breath. We owe West Ham 50 million more. Do you like him, Enigma? Honest opinion. I'm not trying to like take the piss from it. Like, what's your opinion? Also, Master Weasel, Enigma, the Arsenal fans that are here right now. What's your take? I mean, I see a lot of fans, buying his shirt, celebrating him, being really excited. I get it. He's a good player, and I think he's your best midfielder for sure. And I hear the argument where people say he's been the best midfielder thus far in the Premier League. I hear that. I just disagree. Maybe I'm biased. I don't really care. Sorry, Tommy G. I am biased about that. Sorry, Tommy G. But look, I just don't. I just think he's good, but he's not like 105. I mean, it's not my money at the end of the day. It's not the fans' money, but just seems 170 million for two players. You're like hoping get them over the line, and right now have really just helped you be where you're at, which is similar to where you were last year, which is, I don't know. I don't know if it's indicative of things to come necessarily, but hey, that's a good point. The aim is to win. If Rice gets you over the line, then he's worth the money. Fair enough. If y'all win the league, then I can't really argue his price tag anymore, because that's that. Hey, big up Joshua. Yeah, we're a very diverse fan base. We got fans in India doing shows now on Talking Ball. We got me out here in America doing shows from United States of America. United Spurs of America. Yeah, come on, 15 people, and then he hits 500. Imagine he gets to wake up tomorrow and he's like, "Oh shit, I hit 500 subs, and now I can monetize my channel." I mean, that's a Christmas blessing if we could get him to fit to 500. Come on, 15 more subs, costs nothing. Yeah, I think Rice is good. He's good. Yeah. Hey, Kuva, big up Jacob all in the chat. It was just a little too late to come on, buddy, but you're such a good solo host anyway. Big up Kuva. I did invite the Kooster. You already know he's always got a permanent invite. Paul from Hotspur Hippie as well. Shout out the Hotspur Hippie every single time. He was invited on as well. Haven't heard from him. Hope he's doing good. I think he's back to driving and showing people the high life. But big up to both of you. Kuva, always love, my friend. Appreciate you chiming in, hitting that like. Can't wait to have you on the channel again. Whenever you're ready, you're always on, my friend. You're on like Donkey Kong. 100 likes, and Jacob will say Bentancur. I already just said it, and I don't even know if we got 100 likes. Let me see. No. We're 9 likes away, so no, we don't have 100 likes, and I said it anyway. Wow. Yeah, Kuva. The people want to see Kuva. To all the Gooner moles. Hey, they're allowed to be here. I want them to be here, Hey, everyone's welcome. They're allowed to be here. Yeah, if we're going based on up until that Chelsea game, it was absolutely James Maddison. But he hasn't been around for a little while now. And that the best ability is availability, they say. Enigma, Arteta knows that it's better to have an English midfielder to get away with bad tackles and get respect from the refs. He is not technically better than Partey or Bissouma, but the intangibles are better. This is such an intelligent response, Enigma. And, I bet you some Arsenal fans don't like you saying shit like this. But I can respect the hell out of this comment because, one, I think it's coming from an honest place. So I respect the hell out of that. You, first of all, being here on a Spurs stream with just little old me. Well, I shouldn't say little old me. I'm 6'4". Well, big old me. Because for the first 8 matches, I was really like, Bissouma's making me think that Rice is just average, But then obviously Bissouma's problems started creeping back in, and now we're seeing not the same Bissouma we fell in love with the first 8 matches this season. So honestly, I agree. I don't think he's technically better than a lot of these players, but you might be right. It's that mentality. It's the resume, the savviness. There's a certain veteran savviness that you need on the pitch. And that's what I like about Højbjerg. He's able to help conduct with the referee and help kind of maintain and almost act like a shadow captain of sorts. And that's why I've always seen the comparison. And again, there's levels to it, right? But if they're on the same scale, correlation, just Rice is on a higher scale. That's always been my point in regards to the comparison. And then plus it riles up a bunch of Arsenal fans. So, because obviously Højbjerg doesn't even start for us anymore. But hey, it's fun. It's fun for me to do that. Rodrigo is my favorite Spur. Bro, he doesn't play for us. Smash the likes like we'll do versus Everton. Come on, y'all. Who's the best Spurs player, Son or Madison? It's got to be Sonny for me. Right now, if I'm having to pick a Tottenham Hotspur player of the season thus far, it's either Son or Vicario Sicario. Better known as In Your Face, motherfucker. Hold that, Callum Wilson. Better yet known as Hold That, Callum Wilson. So, there it is. Spurs best is Sarr and Madison, Mickey and Romero. No love for Son. What's going on there? Anyone seen the movie Bad Santa? Yeah, I've seen it. That's a great movie. Love Tommy. Or what's his name? He was married to what's her name for a little bit. I know that don't help. Yanis Rubelis, click that link. Like and subscribe. Come on now. Billy Bob Thornton. That's right. That's his name. Billy Bob Thornton. I'm here to troll, but I can keep it real too. That was a very good comment. And I agree with it. I think you're right. And that's why he's, but again, like the point, not Machiavelli, like the point, Master Weasel was saying, if y'all win something, if you achieve your goals at the end of the day, then it was obviously the right fucking choice of player to bring in. So I hope y'all get it wrong. That's what I'm putting my eggs in that basket. Porro is a midfielder in SofaScore. I don't think he is. He's the best defender on SofaScore. Rodrigo. Oh, yeah, you're right. Rodrigo Bentancur. But unfortunately, we don't have him. But look, I have caught up on the chat. We are an hour 40 in. Let me run through the last little bits of stuff that I had before we sign off, before this goes on too much longer, all right? Let's just laugh one more time at how tone deaf our admin and editor of video are. Building towards Tottenham versus Everton, and who's the first shot? Destiny Udogie, who is suspended versus Everton. And then the next shot is Eric Dier, and he's not even going to get a sniff of the field. Fingers crossed. He's not going to get a sniff of the field. So that's that. Ellie says, good evening. I'll give you about 5 seconds of good evening because it is Ellie. It is the Queen of North London. So happy holidays. Merry Christmas, Ellie. This one's for you.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening.
There you go. Just for you, Ellie. But look, let me share this tab. So yeah, Eric Dier may go to Fenerbahçe. They've been talking to him. They may pull up with the Fenerbahçers. We will find out. And Cody Mack with a great response here. It says, he leapt into the stands to beat up some fans, only to be sold to the league where owners leap from the stands to beat up the refs. Some would say the come up. There's a little bit of news as well. Obviously, the rumor mill has begun because we are approaching January. But this guy, Rooney Bardiggy, Rooney Bargel, Bargel? Rooney Bargel. I don't fucking know his name. But he did score against Manchester United. He plays for Copenhagen, so he has some Champions League experience this year. I don't know who he is, but apparently this is we have held talks with intermediaries regarding a deal to sign him. Copenhagen are prepared to sanction his sale next month, but would like an agreement which would see him remain at the club until the end of the season. So they want to see potentially what we did with Sarr, what we did with Ugodi. That's what they're talking about. That's what they're talking about. And here he is at Uzumaki in London. That was today. Intermarried talks. Get you some wonton. I don't know. And this looks, I mean, he has chopsticks in his hand. So I would assume they have some kind of wonton soup. But there he is. Oh, and then I also starred this because this guy says, I don't know if this is true, so shout out at whoever the fuck on Twitter, says, same agent that this guy right here, Rooney, whatever his name, Same agent as Pedro Porro, James Madison, Son, Sars, Spence, Scarlett, Donnelly, Divine, and Ainge. So they're saying we will sign him. Come on now. Talk to me nicely. A Bardigi will only be 4.1. Give me some Bardigi. I'll take a Bardigi. He scored in the Champions League more than some people. More than some people can do. Lee Gunner lives in fear of Ainge and Udogi. Hey, that's what I'm saying. If they keep talking about it so much, it must be a problem. Speaking of talking about
Doji. Oh yes. Oh, Destiny Doji Day. Hey, idiots, man.
That's always fun. How about Bardigi? Yeah, Rooney Bardigi. I take him. Give me some Rooney Bardigi. But also in other news, Nuno Espirito Santos has gone on to another place to yet again make the fans proud. And he said on Tottenham Hotspur, he has, quote, no regrets. It happened. It happened. It was a pleasure to be at Spurs. Things didn't go so well. We moved forward, but no regrets. No regrets. I like that, Nuno. Good luck with Nottingham Forest. Just a week. I would have loved to have been playing him his first match just to say hello. But how you doing? Well, don't want to show that game footage, but that was the clip that I was talking about of him tracking all the way back. Big up, Hugo. Big up, Hugo, you absolute fraud. Hold that. But also, per Fabrizio Romano on YouTube, says Tottenham will 100% sign a new center back in January. So either it's going to be Todibo, maybe even Lloyd Kelly. We've heard Lloyd Kelly rumors. It says Todibo is one of the top targets on the list. In the last 7 days, Spurs spoke to the players' side and to Nice. We not only took him out to lunch, but we talked to his parents and we said, hey, how you doing? Tottenham want to be fast and not spend a month on the deal. I hope they're right. Get me the Todibo now. I don't know why I started this. It's just sun biting the camera, but there you go. Don't want to show that. But Son was crowned Tottenham Hotspur's fans footballer of the year for 2023. Son was handed the captain's armband in 2023 is currently, well, these are all facts. We all know this, but hey, he was voted our fans footballer of the year for the year. So isn't that sweet? I am running through the last bit of, hey, big up, Flawless. Sarcasm City hit me with the raid. What are we doing? Talking to me nicely. Big up. Hey, appreciate everyone coming on over from the Sarcasm City TV raid. Big up, Flawless, every single time. The hardest working man on YouTube, first and foremost. So always go subscribe to Sarcasm City TV and Sarcasm City TV Gaming. We like to have fun online. But big up everybody who did come on over from there. Welcome to United Spurs of America. If you didn't know already, obviously a bunch of you already in the chat talking to me nicely. I see you. Spoopy. Spoopy's here talking to me nicely. Hey, Mustafa's here. We deserve better. Big up. Sarcasm City Raid says hello. Hello to Flawless every single time. I appreciate that. Shikar's here now officially. The frauds are checking in. Will, big up, top fraud. Love to see that. Hey, can y'all help me get 100 likes? We almost at 100 likes. There's 150 of y'all in the house now. So shout out Sarcasm City TV, sending a bunch of beautiful people on over here. Get your voices heard in the poll. You don't have to be a Spurs fan to vote in the poll. Hit a like and subscribe. It's always immaculate vibes here. So again, if Flawless sent you here, you know the vibes are going to be immaculate first and foremost. But look, I do have all this news that I was talking about. But the question of today, again, you don't have to be a Spurs fan to answer. Right now, 43% says I like discussing my club's targets when it comes to the rumors and transfer window stuff in general. Just kind of seeing what the vibe is. Well, how do people feel? Like some people are, I hate this. 39% says all fluff until they hold the shirt. So that's kind of how I feel. But I enjoyed discussing Todibo. I enjoyed discussing Rooney Bardigi, whatever his name is. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but the guy who scored against Manchester United in the Champions League, I was just showing it. I was literally just showing his face because he's in London and we've been talking to him apparently. We also said hello to Nuno Espirito Santos, but look, this guy right here, Rooney, let's see his name. Rooney Bardigi. Again, don't know how to say it, but apparently we're talking to him, and we're talking to Todibo. So that's kind of nice. Let's see what other news I've got here for you. But look, Shakar says, I came here to meet Donna. Is she here? I haven't seen Donna yet, so I don't know. Can we get a LeBron James or something? Oh, you can get a LeBron.
LeBron James.
Oh, one more time.
LeBron James.
Yeah. There you go. And anyone who wants to celebrate Destiny Udogi month, just say Udogi in the chat and you will be blessed with a video as well. Them's the rules. Mustafa says, big up Jacob, Todibo, Van de Veen, or Romero. Todibo, which pair can work? Look, Mustafa, we get Todibo. I've said this. He can fill in for Romero if he gets a suspension. He can fill in for Van de Veen right now. He's injured. He's not coming back at the 1st of January. But if you get Todibo in 1st of January, guess what? Now we have a left-sided center back. I mean, I know he plays on the right now for Nice. Nice. OG's Nice. But I think this gives you a lot of options. Ainge Postecoglou always says, I want players who can play multiple positions and who can excel on the pitch wherever I put them. And I think Van de Veen could fill in for, like, right, we don't have Destiny Udogi for Everton. So if you get Todibo, what you could do is then put Van de Veen out at the left back. Let Todibo or Romero fight out for the left center back. You got a lot of options, and it really helps stabilize a major problem here at Tottenham Hotspur, which is our squad depth. So I'll absolutely, the more horses to run the courses, the better. Get the man to 150 likes. Come on now. Well, about 10 of y'all left, but y'all still hanging out. So we're over 100 likes. Big up Eli every single time. Eli the Book Reaper. That's my center back. No offense, I don't want you playing my winger. You're my center back. You're a very good center back. I would say Todibo is a surefire bet to come to United via Ratcliffe, but we deserve better. Any United fans who could inform me better about this situation, please let me know. Is that going to happen by January? Is Manchester United going to be taken over by Ratcliffe by January? Because if we could lock Todibo in the first 2 weeks of January, you got 14 days after the new year. That's what I'm saying. So we deserve better, or any Manchester United fans, please let me know. I'm really trying to find out, because I don't think that they can. I've been hearing that United's going to get taken over for fucking years. And now all of a sudden, because we're trying to get Todibo, now all of a sudden the takeover is happening real quick. We are waiting for Ratcliffe this week or next week. He's taking over. I'm not doubting that it's true, but how many times have I been told it, and how long does it take? Bro, billions of dollars don't just get moved overnight. So I'm really just hoping we act quick. January 1st, fucking right when we pop a bottle of champagne saying, Happy New Year, you ugly bastards. Pop that bottle of champagne and call Todibo and say it's on like Donkey Kong. Get to my house now. All right? Don't let no time. Jim Ratcliffe's going to be partying. He's going to be enjoying himself. Come on now. Come on now. Big up SOS says Todibo is killed. I don't know how you say his name, so Todibo sounds the best to me. And that's what I'm running with, if I'm honest. Shakar says we are not signing Todibo, and that's from a Manchester United perspective. Love to hear that. More of it, please. Jazz Fusion says Glazers don't want to spend money in January. They're holding off until the window shuts. Hey, keep holding off. Give us time to sneak in under your toes and grab the Todibo. I'll take it 100%. United have delayed as they are waiting on the Super League judgment. High Court ruling tomorrow. Oh, great. So I guess that's going to dominate the content creators news cycle. The fucking Super League judgment. Can't wait for that. I wonder if our club's going to push Ryan Mason in front of the cameras. Hey, everyone's upset about y'all participating in the Super League. Ryan Mason, go tell everyone how you feel about it. Oh, God. That was a fun time. We had just sacked Jose Mourinho. What a time. Low-key, my tinfoil hat conspiracy is that we sacked something with Jose Mourinho. I bet he was not happy with our participation in the Super League shit. And so I bet there was a little dust up about that, a little dust up about resting players for cups, whereas we should be challenging for top four. I think all that was an amalgamation, and that's why we saw that. But honestly, such a shambolic performance from my club, honestly, for during the Super League time. They're like, how dare you disgrace the hundreds of year old sport, you fucking assholes. And we're like, here's Ryan Mason. Ryan Mason, go explain why we did it. He's like, I don't know. I don't know anything. Such, that was a tough time looking back at it. I definitely feel different about Tottenham now than I did at that moment. I'll put it that way. Hey, Mason, I know nothing about it. They just said, you know nothing. The less you know, the better. Fabrizio Romano said we were going for a striker. Ciro Grusi, Jacob. We won't go for Jacob. Hope Badilli Paratici gets this over the line. Hey, I hope. Give me Todibo. You don't need no Todibo. Let me have him. Let's see. Jacob, I doubt United signed Todibo. Don't have cash because of FFP. That's why they are loaning in Amrabat, Reguilon, and other players. Interessante indeed, Mr. Will. Big up Will, a Chelsea fan, I believe. And I hope you're right. And hey, just let them be fucking dealing with the takeover with their FFP. Let them deal with that while we go and get Todibo. I need me some Todibo. I love the way the kid looks. Again, I'm not even saying that I've watched a whole bunch of ball. Now, I have been watching his hype videos. You know, them highlight reels. They could literally cut a video to make you either look good or shit, depending on how they feel on the day. But I will say this. I watched them hype videos, and I enjoyed what I saw. I liked the intangibles, looking at the numbers. Or not the intangibles, excuse me. The things that, the non-intangibles. I liked that. And then I saw... we went over his stats a little bit today, and then on last stream, the last episode, we went over it as well. Todibo averages 101.6 touches a match, over 90% passing accuracy, 96% in his own half, or 97%. This guy can pass. This guy can possess the ball. Those are two things a center back in an Ange Postecoglou system must be able to do. And then, you know what, a nice little caveat, cherry on top. He's pretty fast too. He's not as fast as Van de Veen, but he does look damn quick. So I love the looks from this Todibo guy. I hope we get Todibo over the line. Do it expeditiously. Cringe was United fans singing to Kane that they'll see him in June. Technically, they did kind of with the Champions League draw, with the group drawing there. So Fabrizio saying United's going for a striker only. Interesting. Didn't you just sign a striker for 70 mil? Why? Can someone who's a Manchester United fan explain to me, why are you going for a striker again when you just got one for 70 in Huijland? Because I don't know. I don't know why you would. It's not Todibo, it's Todibo. Todibo. Sorry, you're right. It is Todibo. Todibo, not Todibo. See, now y'all are saying Todibo in the chat. Y'all are throwing me off. The Tobes. Let's go with the Tobes. I'll take that. Yeah, big up Chippy. I appreciate Chippy. Again, shout out everyone for the super chats. I'm just going to say thank you again to Chippy. Goguma, Chippy, Chang, and Faz Radfar. Y'all been killing it tonight with the financial donations to the channel. Again, I appreciate, but again, you don't have to do none of that. It is the holiday season. Make sure you and your loved one and your close ones are all taken care of. Just hit a like and subscribe. It's free. It don't cost you nothing. And you still get to do all the aforementioned. But if you do want to go the extra mile like those names I mentioned, donate to the channel, I do appreciate that. And thank you very much. You're talking to me nicely. And that's what I like. Mountain Bushman, big up Jacob, big up Mountain Bushman. Talk to Jacob nicely. It's Christmas. Jacob is a sensitive little guy. If you knew me, you would know that I'm not little. I wouldn't say I'm sensitive, but I'm aware of my emotions. I'll put it that way. Let's see here. Todibo looks decent from what I've seen. Jacob, are Spurs still interested in Hincapi from Leverkusen? I don't think we are still interested in Hincapi. I have not heard anything about Hincapi in about 18 months. Last time I heard about Hincapi was like when Conte first got here. So it's been a long, long time since I even heard him being mentioned with us. Excuse me. Apologies for that. Big up Rasmus. Oh, because Martial's leaving. Okay, because Martial. I was actually scared when y'all signed Martial way back in the day. I was like, I think he's gonna be a good little player, but yeah, it never really happened. Hey, big up Shakar. It says, let me guess, you got Son or Romero on the back. Shakar, look at the screen right now and let that answer the question. Oh yeah, you already know. Shakar, as if it was ever a
What do you mean by that?
Shakar, if it was ever a question that I would get this guy on the back of my shirt, come on now. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to click that. I really didn't mean to click that. I keep clicking the wrong button. I'm so sorry. But big up Shakar. Thank you for the financial donation, my friend. My other pro club's member as well. How you doing? Down to play tonight. It's still playoffs, so we can still run some. I probably won't stream it, but I'm down to run either way. Jacob broken with the Todibo dilemma. That's a tough one to say. Todibo and dilemma right at the end of it. Hey, good morning, Mick Dundee. That's not a knife. That's a horrible fucking impression. That's not a knife. That's actually really bad. I'm gonna fucking stop. But big up, Mick Dundee. Good morning. Good morning indeed. Hey, Ian McKenna says, happy Xmas, you cheating cunts. Hey, big up Ian. First and foremost, hold that, my friend. But happy holidays to you. Good man, Jacob, still a fraud. Hey, you're a fraud too. It ain't that nice. Mick is bringing the knife. You already know. Will Ndombele come back from Galatasaray in January? I don't want him to, but by all accounts and purposes, it actually looks like he's getting some playing time. He's posting on social media his love for Galatasaray. So I think they're working and amending their problems. I don't think he will come back, but he might if he keep acting a fool, which apparently he's been acting a fool. A very big disappointment there. We deserve better, says Martial leaves in the summer, so Højlund will be the lone striker. So you do, yeah, that is true. You are going to need a striker. Hey, you want a 6-month loan? What do y'all think? Alejo Veliz? Would you loan Alejo Veliz to back up Højlund? Tottenham Hotspur fans, I would let him get 6 months at United with Reguilon. Let's see him get some work in. Why does he have pants on his head? Who has pants on their head? Just call him Jean-Claude Van Damme. Todibo, and don't shoot the messenger. Todibo. I'm going to try and get that right. That's not a beer. This is a beer. I love that. Leaning in, Mick Dundee. Cootie, can't you see? Yes, Spooby. You know the jam. You know what is so fucked up about that, Spooby? I don't know if y'all know the story. So during the match, I'm just talking shit to Staffy, TJ, the waffle merchant, and the folks in the American Waffle group chat. I'm just talking my shit on a typical game day. And so I send some shitty saying made up on the spot. Bro, we don't even have a Cuti Romero song that I'm aware of, and it definitely ain't the Biggie Smalls song. So I just, off the top of my head, he just scored a header goal wearing this shirt, no less. And I just sent a voice note to Staffy saying, Cuti, can't you see? And I just was running with it. The absolute fraud put me on blast. What a fraud, Staffy TV. When Jacob goes to Walmart on Black Friday, he wears his Romero jersey and the crowds part like Moses. Black Friday is already over, and I did just get this shirt yesterday, but hey, I take it. Not gonna lie, I thought it would be Destiny Udogi. Happy Destiny Udogi Day! Yay, we get to play the clip again.
Destiny Udogi, oh yes, oh Destiny Udogi Day, hey, idiots, man.
Love it. Any excuse to play that clip, I will. Yes, Shakar, I did talk about this earlier in the show, that if Cuti Romero did what Bruno Guimaraes did or what Moise Caicedo did, they would be lynch mobs outside his house. Absolutely. When is Van de Ven back? I think at the end of January, beginning of February is when they're targeting Van de Ven. Van de Ven has started to get back on the pitch, but he's not training. So he's walking on the pitch. So again, not anytime soon, unfortunately. So give me Todibo in the first week of the window. Show me you're serious, Tottenham. You know, people say that, oh, the guy I just played the clip. You know, the guy, Destiny you doggy day, yay. That guy, he said, I'm a PR merchant for the club, that I do free PR for the club. And I find it hilarious. So if you are watching, if you're listening right now, Tottenham Hotspur, since you listen to me and what I say has so much bearing on what you do, please do me a favor, get Todibo in the first week. All right, we get him in the first week, then you know what? Maybe I am a paid brown envelope because they're just doing what I said. I said get Van de Veen. What they do? They get Van de Veen. Talk to me nicely. Last question, Jacob. What do you think OG Nice will ask Spurs for Todibo? Fabrizio said it isn't going to be an easy negotiation. It isn't, but when is anything easy with Daniel Levy? So I don't know. We need experienced striker. Valise too young. Well, there you go. I just tried. I want to get my boy some playing time. When Arsenal win the league, you may have to suspend your channel. We will be unbearable. Hey, y'all can like and subscribe. Again, win, lose, or draw. No one can ever change my opinion on my club or how I feel about my club. And that's just bottom line. That's just the bee's knees, the gravy on the taters, so to speak. And if you don't know, well, now you got to know. It's pronounced Todibo, like Debo Samuels. Todibo, not Tobido. I'm working on it. Yeah, Staffy's a fraud. He absolutely did me dirty on that one. Big up Staffy TV. Make sure you're subscribed. Big up Dundada every single time. Yes, he is a Arsenal fan. Brown envelopes here. Yo, I ain't getting any brown envelopes, but if they did, fucking, hey, if y'all hear me you want me to say something, I'll say it. Pay me money. Literally. Look, they Shakar said this, Chippy said this. They literally paid me and I said what they paid me to say. So, again, brown envelopes, technically if you're getting super chats, you're a brown envelope. Hold that. Tobido classic. Hey, Tony Chestnut knows I love you. Tony knows. Did y'all ever do that in school? The old Tony knows. It was like a stretch. It was to get you to like, Tony Chestnut knows I love. Yeah. Tony knows. Anyway, look, this show's gone on for over 2 hours, yo. This show's gone over for 2 hours. I did not mean for that to happen, but guess what? You could lose track of time when you're having some fun. Ain't that what they say? And if it's not, that's what I'm going to say. I'm going to quickly see if there's any other beautiful folks that are live right now that I can redirect, because look, big shout out to Footy Judge Mo with the redirect, and big shout out to Sarcasm City TV for the redirect as well. I love to try and repay the favor if I can. Does Flawless got anything coming up tonight? Is gaming, are they live? No, I don't see anything. So there's no one live, nowhere to send you. So I apologize for that. Love to send the love whenever I can. Big up Yanis Rublis. I read in Canada they eat beaver on Christmas. Is that true? I don't know. That sounds disgusting. Hey, good one. It reminds me of Home Depot from the Simpsons movie when I used to repeat it. Home. I don't know what that means. Hey, big up every single one of you that have tapped in tonight. Y'all have absolutely been legends. Christmas, you Tottenham Spurs Coys. Big up Andy Wynn. I see you supporting all over the place. Different channels, always in the chat. Big up first and foremost. But look, it is the holiday season. You chose to spend some time here with United Spurs of America. I'm going to take my hat off to you. No, I'm not bald. Someone said the other day, Jacob wears that hat now because he's bald. Hassam said today that this hair is fake. This hair's not fake, my friend. Hold that, you fraud. But what I would say also is Christmas time, holiday time, whatever you celebrate, it don't matter. Because what does matter is that you got love. I got love for you, and I appreciate you being here. Yeah, Ian, y'all trying to say it's a wig. It ain't no wig. Talk to me nicely. But look, I appreciate every single one of you that tapped in. I got to say thank you again to Faz for the super chat, Chang for the 5 gifted memberships. Also big up to Chippy with not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 super chats. Merry Christmas, Chippy. Thank you so much for chipping into the old Christmas fund here on United Spurs of America. And big up Shakar as well for the super chat. And where would I be? Last but definitely not least, Goguma returned. She was here and she blessed us with 2 super chats herself. So big ups to those of you who I just mentioned. And then again, those of y'all who do hit the like and subscribe, do the free thing. That's what I would suggest you do. Times are tough. It is the holidays. Buy things for your family. And if you got a couple extra bucks, you donate it here. Hey, I appreciate that. But do not worry. You don't have to. 124 likes. Y'all have absolutely blessed me this evening. So thank you very much. Look, I will be back with some stuff. A very shitty promo. I'm working on trying to do a watch along for Everton. So I want to do a watch along for Everton. Might have some there on the news for you. Yeah, that's Chewy. That's what's moving behind me, Ian. Don't worry about him. He's deaf, but we love him here on the show. He's my co-host, Chewy con cuy. But look, I want to say thank you, everyone, for keeping the vibes immaculate. Tommy G, apologies, my friend. Commiserations, but you had to hold that tonight. You came in here with that negative bullshit. We don't do that around here. You can catch that at all other corners of the YouTube, but you ain't going to catch that here. The vibes, always immaculate. Also, shout out Cuti Romero. You know, I got that cappuccino kit. You know, I got to rep the vice captain, my World Cup winner. So that's my guy. Also, my new guy.
LeBron James.
I just wanted to play that clip. He's not actually my new guy, but I still got a lot of love for him. But look, y'all, that's going to do it for episode 116 of the Immaculate series, also known as the Untitled series on United Spurs of America. Look, I do appreciate... Whoa, hang on. We got another super chat before I could even say goodbye. Mick Dundee says, Merry Christmas, Jacob. Big up Mick Dundee with the yellow super chat, the Australian $14.99. Mick Dundee, Merry Christmas to you, my friend. But thank you very much. I will be back before Christmas, by the way. I am going to be doing family activities throughout Christmas Day, so there probably won't be no streams on Christmas Day. Probably won't be no streams on Christmas Eve neither. But we do play on the eve of Christmas Eve, and there's definitely going to be some content then. I'm going to also try to bring some on Thursday and Friday leading up to the game. We'll actually do some more previews about Everton. We'll look into things. And then, of course, we'll blow some kisses to Dele Alli, because why the fuck not? But look, y'all, I want to say whether you're a rival or a Spurs fan, you being here means a lot. We're all fans of the most beautiful sport in the world. And the fact that you chose to spend some time with me here tonight does mean a lot. And Mick, thank you so much for spending some of your money with me. That's hard-earned money. Y'all work and y'all earn your money and y'all spending it on me. You're absolutely flattering me, spoiling me, and making me feel good and tingly on the inside. And if that ain't what the fucking holiday's about, I don't know what it is. But big up, we deserve better. First time in the chat says, see you again. Hey, I appreciate that. Never seen you before, but you said you're going to be back. To me, that is just as good as a super chat, because this show is nothing without people who tune in and say hello. And y'all have all done that. And honestly, it really means a lot. Big up Min Chi with the Christmas trees and the Santa Claus as well. Happy holidays to you. But we will be back, and we can continue to wish each other happy holidays. Shakar, you know exactly what's tingling. But speaking of tingling, that is where I will leave things off. But again, Mick Dundee, thank you so much for the final super chat, and everyone who did super chat. Thank you so much to everyone who did participate in the poll. 116 votes, and we have more likes than votes. That never happens. But I'm going to end that poll right there. About half of y'all said you love discussing the club targets, and then 38% says it's all fluff until they hold the shirt anyway. But look, whether you felt some type of way or you didn't, I appreciate you being here. Big up yourself. I wish I could send you somewhere. But again, thank you to Footy Judge Mo. Thank you to Sarcasm City TV. And thank you to you as the viewers. So as always, I will sign you off in the fashion you know. And if you do stick around for the outro and you stick around to the very end, you get a little treat at the end. You've been getting a little treat at the end. So isn't that quite nice? But everyone, look, I hope you have a blessed evening, rest of your day. And until next time I see you right here on United Spurs of America, I hope you stay blessed, stay fresh, up the lads, and come on, you Spurs. Kuss, 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 kuss.
United Spurs of America with your hosts, Michael and Jacob.
Destiny Doji. Oh yes. Oh, Destiny Doji Day. Hey.